For my technology app, I chose Blooket. Blooket is a website that is similar to Kahoot, but it has games on there for students while they're learning the content or practicing the content at the same time. It keeps the students engaged. So Blooket is just simply blooket.com, and when you join the website, it looks like this. So on the top, it says join a game. Students usually, when a teacher is hosting a game, they will automatically know to come to the site and hit join a game. And when they hit join a game, it should bring them to this screen. On this screen, it says game ID, and the code that pops up for the teacher, she will show this to the students. They'll type it in and click go to go on to the next. They can also log into their account as well if they have an account with Blooket, because they get to redeem points. So going back to the main page, Blookets are simply, these are what we call blooks. Blooks are just simple icons that students get to pick to represent themselves when they're playing the game. And it's a level up classroom engagement where they're matching action with education to create the ultimate learning experience. Throughout their page, they promote so much engagement and how it is very effective here. It says, welcome to the world of Blooket, a new take on trivia and review games. The way it works is that a teacher or a host picks a question set. It can be any content that you're working on, and there's a large variety of range of content on here. And a unique game mode. Again, there's a lot of game modes that they can pick. Then they'll generate a code, and then they'll use that code to join. And then after the game starts, the players will answer questions, but at the same time, the questions, there's a little game to it, and see who can win. So that's where the fun starts, because we offer a variety of games to keep students engaged and excited. So these are some 3 key points and purposes. It motivates the students, encourages students to participate in games with rewards for answering questions and exploring new methods of learning. Overcoming our challenges drives students to perform well while reviewing. And it's teaching effortlessly. The question sets can be painlessly imported or created easily with the set builder, and I'll show you that in a minute. You can create your own sets and questions and have it assigned to the students, and it's customizable, so it works very well with any game modes, and you can again pick any topic you want to use. So what's a blook? These are blooks right here, and then the thing is, the more they play, the more they answer questions, they can get points to redeem or buy other blookets that are not for free. So the mission of Blooket is we are striving to change the way students learn. While reading and studying an oversized textbook is certainly one option, we like to opt for a far more fun alternative. However, Blooket isn't just fun, it's also incredibly effective. And I definitely agree, this website is very effective, and we usually use this in our classroom almost after every lesson if there's time, or the following day. By creating memorable experiences with classroom content, students learn the information without even noticing, and I definitely see this as well too. And of course, no paper cuts. So how it works is, the first thing you do is you choose a set. So depending on what you're learning, for example, in my class, for my 5th grade math class, we're doing bar graphs and frequency tables. So I would find and search a set that has bar graphs and frequency tables. Then you would select a game mode. The students would always want to do this. There's a wide range of it. There's Crypto Hack, Gold Quest, Fishing Frenzy, just like games to get students to play while they're answering the questions at the same time. Then once you select a game, you're going to host it, and then the students join with the code. And what's cool is after the game, you get to see the results, and you can also get to see the students play and read the questions as well. So at the end as well, you get to see the results and see what questions are oftenly missed, questions that aren't, and just the basic analytics and stats. So moving along, we're going to go back up. So I'm going to sign in. You can sign in with Google, or you can just simply create your own. I'm going to sign in with my Google account. Once you sign in, if you're a teacher, you'll be able to have this kind of access right here. It will automatically pop up to My Sets, and these are where your sets will be displayed. You get to create sets, so if you find a topic that's not there in the discovery part, then you can create your own, and it's very simple. Or you can go to discover some sets. So we're going to simply go to discover some sets, and I said we are doing bar graphs and frequency tables. So for now, I'm going to search up bar graphs first, and I see there's a whole bunch of them. These are graphs that other people have made, but I'm going to pick this one. Once you click on it, you can quickly host it or play it solo if you're by yourself. But here are the questions. You get to visibly see the questions, and you also get to see the answers. So here, and it tells you which answer is correct. You can click on the image and it will zoom up so you can see how the students would see it, and you get to scroll down. I believe you can also change the time on here. It's later on when you hit host, you'll be able to change the time. So that's that. So for now, let's go back to create. So when we go back to create, let's go back to dashboard. So since that's what's discovering the sets, now if you're trying to find a particular set and it's not there, you can click create a set, and it's very simple as well. You have your little cover image, what you want your image to be about, your title, and here you can make it public or private, and then you can import stuff from Quizlet if there's things that you've seen like vocabulary terms or a spreadsheet, or you can just manually make it from scratch. And once you click this, they'll have different types of templates you can use, and then you create your set. So it's simple like that. So let's do an example. So we're gonna go to play. Well, let's go to discover first, and then let's go back to that bar graphs. This is how the students will see. So when I click host, the students then it will pop to the screen. You can pick it, you can show the students, but there's a variety of games. Each topic will have a certain different type of games. Some might have all of it, some might not. So there's Gold Quest, Crypto Hack. This is like a popular one the students like to play. They're always wanting to hack their friends. You start off by choosing a password without letting anybody know, and then throughout the game, if you get that box, it kind of looks like this, and you click one and it lets you hack, you get to hack your friend, but at the same time you have to answer questions. So there's a variety of them. A cafe is another fun one that they liked, and this one is very challenging. They have to answer as many questions as they can correctly, and every time they answer a question correctly, their little icon moves, their little bucket, and then there's a finish line. So there's a lot that they can do, and of course just the typical classic like Kahoot. So these are the games. So I'm just gonna do a classic for now, and it'll tell you the description of each game and how to play it. You can also assign stuff as homework. That's another cool thing. So once you hit host game, you go here, and then you can also randomize the questions, allow late joining because some students aren't able to type all the code quickly, or there's students who are doing work and they want to join. You can use random names to allow them to type their names, or they can use their accounts. And then these are the number of questions. And then there's this one doesn't have options for time, but some of them would have options for time. You can adjust it. So once that, you'll hit host now, and then it'll pop up to this. They're going to see this on their screen once you present it to them. They're going to type in this code, and then once they type in that code, their icons will pop up on here. Once they pop up on here, there's a little play button right here, and you can click play to start. So that's simply Blooket. And I find this very effective and very equitable for the students because they're all engaged when they're doing this. So let's go back to the main screen, our dashboard. And if they have their own personal accounts, they have books. These are the books that they can like pick out from that are not that are locked. When they get points after answering questions correctly, they can redeem these. And they get to look at their stats as well too, of how many wins they got, how many questions that they answered correctly. So it's pretty cool. So this is the technology app I used for my technology assignment.